Good vibes only here with love from Africa. Yo. Like, watch till the end. Let's dive in. Let's dive in.
Back in 2012, Derek from Veritasium posed to the world a very interesting problem. A cursory examination of physics seems to tell us that trees should never be able to exceed 10.3 meters in height. The reason for this is that 10.3 meters is the highest that you can suck water up through a tube. If you take a tube and you create a vacuum at the top, no matter how thin the tube is or how perfect the vacuum, once the water reaches 10.3 meters, the low pressure causes it to spontaneously boil so it can no longer be transported any farther. So, how do trees regularly exceed 100 meters in height? There were several theories that were presented by the people that Derek asked. Most assumed that the xylem tubes through which the water is transported were not actually continuous columns, and that the tree was able to lift the water some shorter distance repeatedly, using the analogy of a bucket brigade. Dendrologists, however, have determined that the xylem tubes are in fact continuous columns containing no valves. Some suggested perhaps there was undulating movement like the human esophagus.
Squeezing like a cow, like you're squeezing a cow udder all the way up. There's little tree muscles in there.
Yeah?
But
The cells surrounding the xylem are all dead. They suggested osmotic pressure. When you mix waters that contain different concentrations of dissolved solids, they can create pressures as they try to mix, but this isn't nearly enough pressure to create the 10 atmosphere difference required to pump the water up some 100 meters. That's 140 psi. The final main suggestion was capillary action. Water will naturally crawl up very thin tubes due to its surface tension, but even the smallest tubes in a tree would only explain about a 1 meter elevation. The answer is rather elegant. When you're dealing with a column that contains only liquid and no gas or empty space, you can create pressures that are lower than a perfect vacuum. 0 atmospheres is only as low as you can go in the air.
But in a liquid, you can go lower than 0 pressure and actually get negative pressures. In a solid, we would think of this as tension. This means that the molecules are pulling on each other and their surroundings.
As water molecules evaporate from the cell walls of the plant, it can create internal negative pressures as low as negative 15 atmospheres. It survives these incredible pressures by having only the very smallest of openings, some 2.5 nanometers wide. Because the water inside the tree has no gaseous nucleation sites, it doesn't boil, in the same way supercooled water doesn't freeze until you give it a reason to. On average, 94% of the water that a tree takes in just evaporates. 1% is used for photosynthesis, 5% is used for growing the tree, the other 94% is there just to bring up the 6% that it uses.
Whoa, crazy. So much to learn about trees. Log in
I
to this
just
channel.
discovered something recently that was really interesting. See, in the past, it was always widely believed that the quickest sperm made it to the egg, and that was it. They won the race. But recently, scientists have discovered that that's not the case at all. It's not the quickest or the strongest that makes it to the egg. It's the egg chooses which sperm to let in. The sperm it chooses, the egg sends out a signal that encourages it to speed up. And all the other sperm, it sends out a signal for them to slow down. Do you realize what this means? That each and every one of us was chosen to be here right now, in this moment. You were chosen. Now you're going to sit here and tell me that out of millions, that you were chosen and you're not meant for something great? Don't tell me that. You're meant for something great. You wouldn't have been chosen at all.
We are the chosen ones, guys. What does this crazy discovery mean? Share your thoughts in the comment section. The chosen one.
I'm going to show you a picture of something that would unalive you just by looking at it. You ready? Don't say I didn't warn you, because this is the elephant's foot, nickname given to the leftover radioactive uranium lava flow in the basement of the Chernobyl nuclear plant after its tragic catastrophe in 1986, melting through meters of solid steel and concrete before settling and cooling on the floor here, solidifying into a 2-ton block of what is possibly the deadliest form of matter to ever exist, corium, emitting enough radiation for a lethal dose in humans by simply just standing next to it for over 200 seconds, the equivalent of 4.5 million chest x-rays all at once. It was so bad that even cameras got destroyed when they got too close to it, so they had to put them on chairs and wheel them around the corner just to even take these pics. Almost everyone who took photos too close to it unfortunately didn't live for much longer. The graininess and missing pixels of the photos are actually caused by the gamma radiation physically eating through the film reel. The elephant's foot has since been barricaded inside inside the Chernobyl plant with steel and concrete enclosures known as the Chernobyl sarcophagus, and is expected to remain radioactive for the next couple hundred years, with Chernobyl as a whole to be uninhabitable for at least 20,000 more years.
Yo, that is just, yo, mind
That's the
blowing.
global health
Can't
effect of these
imagine.
challenges, and to ensure we're better prepared for the next pandemic, for there will be another pandemic. There will be another pandemic.
So for your information,
Check this out. This
are
is all
coming back.
automated right there. There's no driver, and there's no driver for that part of the crane right there. So watch this. Watch what this vehicle does to go get its next can. It's going to get the next can. Watch this. Watch what it does because of the tight spots.
Whoa.
Look at that. They avoid hitting each other.
What do you think? Is this like some AI controlled
All
automated
automation,
stuff?
man. Absolutely incredible. Every single one of those cranes, there's no driver in there. And just to give you an
Well,
idea, there are 71 of these cranes.
You can imagine how many people have lost their
Look at
jobs.
this.
So is technology really causing
Absolutely.
more harm than good?
Incredible,
What do you think, man? Share your thoughts in the comment section. All these could be people
These
working.
wheels on these things can turn sideways so it could crab walk. Just a total trip, man.
Yo, guys, share your thoughts in the comment sections.
Guys, I can't believe how safe Japan is. Look, people are just passed out with their phones and stuff out here. If this was in my home country, he would have got caught lacking ages ago. He's got his iPhone. No one's like touching it. They're just letting him be.
Moshi moshi! Yo, what is happening, man? Is
I
this
just want
real?
to show y'all, man, this T-bone steak I bought from Walmart. $35.19. Man, I get the steak. I went to pick it up, right? I went to pick the steak up and look. All the meat. All the meat. Look at that.
Yo.
It's not even real meat, man.
Fake food
Look at that.
everywhere, man. In our previous
Look at that. I
videos,
can't even pick the steak up.
we've been talking about fake food, and
Look at that.
this is
look at
just like enough evidence,
that's
evidence enough to
disgusting,
prove
man.
this. Fake
T-bone
food,
from Walmart.
especially in the
breaking apart.
States, man. You
Oh,
guys are
my
eating
God,
some
that's
fake stuff
nasty.
there.
No Walmart meat.
Yeah, what do you think about
What
them
Queen
confirmed
Latifah
aliens?
thinks about aliens?
You don't care about the
More
aliens?
coming on this show. Keep it yours, guys.
That's true.
So far, so good.
Oh, yeah.
Don't start no beat. Don't start no shit. We gonna be all right. Hi. We gotta go. Okay.
I captured an alien. Just granny lamb out of him.
He didn't us with that.
I think he definitely will. Can you see something?
Oh, what type of an alien is this, man?
Babe, maybe column. But
Is this real or maybe some movie stuff? Yo, guys, yo, share your thoughts in the comment sections. But I've never seen, from our previous videos, I've never seen such type of an alien. It must be really an alien, unknown.
what is it?
Yo, can it bite or what? Sure, it's like moving some. Oh, this looks like a frozen snail. What this thing, man? Shit. Wow. Yo, share your thoughts in the comment section, guys. Spam the like button. Yo, as always, share love.
Oh, I'll hit it. Sit. What's that? Wait, like one Kimmy's thing of the other season. I work. Let's go down. That's it.
Why have I ever never seen such a stuff or alien stuff? I've never even had anyone in my country report such stuff.
Not like wow, the color
Well,
This is supposed to go.
Joy, do you think this is? From which planet or from which? Where does it come from?
Where what is it?
Is it like a creature or a plant? Yo, what is this thing, man? Yeah, well, I wish I knew. Yo, watch till the end, man, for more crazy videos.
I'm not in there. I'm off the actually.
And it's I think it's like something inside. It's like a tortoise from somewhere else. Like it's hiding inside its shell. What do you think, man?
Shit's getting weird.
Oh.
Part infinity.
Archaeologists say they found an ancient entrance to the underworld beneath a church in Mexico. Open it.
Hold on, what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What do you mean just open it?
At this point, fuck it. Open it. Open it. I will sit on my front stoop with a drink in my hand and I will choose between the aliens and the demons. At this point, I believe it's already open. Go ahead, open it. What else is going to happen? A virgin has already lit the black flame candle. Look around. Open it. Go ahead. I'm ready.
You make good points, but I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Hold on. Can we just talk about this for a second? Can we just weigh out the pros and cons of open?
Next question I mentioned is your TV watching and listening to you. Use smart TVs with internet connections able to transmit your private conversations. I'm pretty sure we had to see this coming. Samsung and other smart TV companies sued for spying on the people. We purchased these things to make life easier, not to have whoever spying on personal conversations. And got the nerve to say words can be used against us.
Samsung's privacy policy telling the consumers, please be aware that if your spoken words include personal or other information, they will be captured and transmitted to a third party.
They say you can turn this feature off, but can you? And we can't forget about the creepy hackers. The best and only thing that can be done. Disable this feature, don't use the mic, and no private conversations while the smart TV is on.
Can you imagine now you can't even watch a TV in peace without being spied on? Some crazy shit, man. A assailant flight. I don't know what even that means. What is
1-1, looking outside, it's kind of like a blanket, so I'm gonna call it like a container. I can't really tell though what the shape is. It's so slow and so small and you can't see it until you're so close.
Above the
I don't have to be worried about hitting it before you know you're there.
This was probably recorded by a person in another plane, or what do you think? But that stuff definitely looks like
I'm gonna call it a balloon. You can definitely see strings hanging down below, but I don't see anything below it.
Yo.
This isn't even humanly possible for somebody to have memorized all of that by the age of 15. He has prominent rabbis following him. You can see people just wrapped around him and kissing his hands and proclaiming miracles from this man. It's just crazy. I've never seen anybody
Dajjal is arrived
in Israel. So this is significant. You can see them crowded around. All of these people here are there to see him. And that's prominent rabbis kissing his hands and seeking him out for advice and to say prayers and supplications. And, it's just astonishing that a person could receive this sort of appellation from prominent rabbis in Israel. We know that they're waiting on the Messiah still. This man is likely going to be who they're going to name the Messiah.